29th, it's Georgia. Big Slime 365's first home game as the coach of the Georgia Bulldogs, hosting the number 4 Oregon Ducks, and very vengeful-minded drunk fest, trying to get back to where he was last year. This is a good test for both these squads. Hail State, joined by Hail State, me, myself, and I, and we're gonna get right into this one. I think the spread was 2.5, so in favor of the Ducks. Georgia coming in as the underdog this year, started the year unranked. I think that's the first time, probably since we started the league, that Sauce has ever come into the preseason unranked. I don't know if that's statistically verifiable, but we'll see. And here comes the Mean Machine, the red and black, hoping that they can put a good performance in real life in their next game for obvious reasons and not get beat. But we'll see. Stadium's lighting up. Here come the Ducks wearing the away Mighty Oregon jerseys with the yellow top with green O on it. They have like 50 different helmets, but one of their better looks, I'll say. So, these two teams last season, obviously Georgia was under a different head coach. I think it was Dabo Swinney, actually. 7-6, Dabo got fired, and Sauce took the job. And off of that, he has left South Carolina with Big Bet Beatty, as has been well documented this offseason. And for Oregon, got all the way to semifinals before hanging on to a lead in the fourth quarter and giving up an onside kick, which eventually led to their demise in the semifinals against USC. And Coach Drunkfest has sworn that this year things are going to be different. They are going to run rule USC when they do face off as a dump off pass to McNutt. There's a flag on the play, and a hold goes against Demetri Manning, the center. So I back him up to 1st and 20. Real rivalry out there on the West Coast, reminiscent of the Wazoo-Cal rivalry last season, if you remember that. But always good to have some extra beef, some extra storylines thrown in here as we start season 4 on this game. As Deuce not going to drive back to throw, looking, he takes that shot with Connor one-on-one. It's caught! Perry makes the grab! He's breaking free! Touchdown Oregon! 85 yards, and the Ducks strike first. Unreal. Jump ball 50-50. He just goes up and gets it. I thought that he made the wrong read. There was a man open over the middle as well, but Knight puts a perfect loft on that ball, and the Ducks have punched the Dogs in the mouth here early. Certainly not the start you were looking for if you're a Georgia fan sitting in Sanford tonight, as the kickoff will get into the end zone. It will not come out. Well, a chance to see the Dogs offense here earlier than expected, and this Mr. Wilburn, the quarterback that is making waves around the nation as a potential number 1 overall pick in next year's draft. And he is awfully dangerous, but so is the rest of this team. I mean, everybody but the center is a star on this Georgia offense. Setting some motion, trying to set something up here. Play clock now to 5. Handoff, White, Helton. Helton has the edge. No, he does not. Yes, he does. He stands tall and gets a gain of 6. Unbelievable. That was a loss of like 3 or 4, and just could not bring him down. Frustrating play for the Ducks. They'll line up again on 2nd and 4. Wilburn in the Wildcat formation. Takes the blast up the middle. Uh-oh. He has some daylight. He's tripped up, but he gets the first down. Tripped up by Brandon Finley. Yeah, Sauce likes to use the Wildcat formation, but run the quarterback out of it and just run plays like that. And we saw he did it with Bryce Underwood at South Carolina. I can only imagine how much worse it'll be with Wilbin at Georgia. Now the pitch out to White and Helton. Will he be brought down this time? Yes, he will. Loss of 3. Matthew Cruz in on the stop for the Ducks. Okay. Let's see what the Dogs are up here on 2nd and 13. Ducks up in a dime look. Dogs, 2 wide receivers out to the left. Tight end lined up out there as well. 1 man to the right. Wilbin dropping back to throw. Looking over the middle. Marsh. Marsh makes the grab. The Michigan transfer gets a gain of 10. It'll bring up 3rd down. They're going to run hurry up here. Saw something that they liked maybe. Wilbin. Direct snap. White Helton's going nowhere. Loss of 3 on the play. And now it brings up 4th and 6, and I'd imagine that Sauce wants to keep the offense out here. Not one to punt the ball very often. And yeah, that's what's going to happen. Ducks with a huge opportunity to grab this game and just fully take over the momentum. 4th and 6. Bunch outright. 1 receiver out left. It is not Marsh. Marsh is in the stack. Wilbin dropping back. Looking. It is Marsh on the zig route. 1st down and more. Andrew Marsh gets across the 50. Big gain down to the 31. Unfortunate. Oregon's throwing a lot of man at this, and it's just going to be hard to guard everybody in a man look right now with this Georgia team, with how much talent is there. Now they'll switch the bunch out left. Wilburn sends a man out right, or out wide. Wilbin, handoff. Pringle Jr., his first carry of the game. Can he get to the outside? He gets pushed out of bounds after a gain of 9. So frustrating there for the Oregon defense to have them pinned in 4th down, and they can't get them off the field. Rushing 3 right now. We'll see how successful that is. I don't know if that'd be my call, but I don't know. How do you guard all this talent? Switches a man to the right. 2 tight end set. Now pushes him out left. Play clock under 7. Wilburn. White Helton fighting for the line. He gets it. Barely. Braden Platt was in on the stop, as well as a host of Ducks. Now we'll see the quarterback lining up by himself. Wilburn sends him in motion. Keeps it himself. Wilburn tracked down from behind. Loss of 1 on the play. Good play there by Carter, the linebacker, to recognize the QB pulling the ball there. 2nd and 11. Wilburn dropping back to throw. Looking. Does he have a man? He's going to take off and get a gain of 5.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on
3rd and 6. Wilburn looking, has 2 men over the middle. West End gets a 1st down to the 6. 1st and goal to go. Goal to go look here for the Dogs. They line up in hurry up, tightening the line. White Helton, will he get to the end zone? Hit hard at the 2.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Coming into the 1st quarter. Direct snap. Can anyone make the tackle? No, they will not. Touchdown, Georgia. As he does a little dance there. Yeah, if you look at both drives, you know, Georgia obviously had to struggle a little bit more, but you wonder how many jump balls you're going to get if you're Oregon. And I'm not sitting here, both of these teams have immense talent everywhere. It just seems like Georgia has the edge in athletes just ever so slightly. Well, we'll see Deuce Knight in this Ducks offense again with 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Georgia pressing up. Stadium pulse going crazy. Number 4 place in the country to play. McNutt on the handoff. Gets a gain of 6. That's a good start to the drive, and I believe that will take us to the end of quarter number 1 with the score knotted at 7. And I think we're going to follow the in-game announcers here. Take a look at the stats. Georgia, 9 rushing attempts, 30 yards. And obviously Oregon's first rush of the game just came. But we'll see how that evolves. Georgia likes to keep it on the ground. Sauce is well known for his running game. Known to make a mistake or two in the passing game. Here comes the crowd once again. Under 5 on the play clock. Knight gonna hand off to McNutt again. McNutt gets a first down. Down to the 37. Just simple handoffs, simple plays there, and the Ducks get a fresh set of downs. More press coverage. Knight running back to his left. Motions a man. Knight dropping back. He'll take McNutt out of the backfield. McNutt gets a gain of 5. McNutt been a very key piece to the Ducks this drive. The senior running back looking to have a outstanding year. Knight takes a QB blast. Knight round the edge. Knight makes a man miss. Knight might go. Knight gets pulled down at the 47. Big run there. It looked like Georgia had a shot. Number 90 came in unblocked and just whiffed on the tackle. And then he breaks off another one. Deuce Knight is come to be known as one of the biggest running threat quarterbacks in America in his time with the Ducks. The Mississippi native making good use of these facilities here at Oregon. Knight dropping back. Georgia sends blitz. Dropping back, looking, takes the tight end plug. Plug fighting for the marker. He gets it. Another first down, reaching that ball out across the line to gain. Now the Ducks will line up power I. Here comes the Georgia defense. Power football. Bowens gets the handoff, gets a gain of 4. Chauncey Bowens' first carry of the game. First carry of the season. That's something that should be mentioned. This is Oregon's first game of the year. Georgia played at Louisville last week in a blowout win for the Dogs in a rain game over there in Louisville, Kentucky. Went over Kevin to start this tenure. And McNutt is going nowhere. The Dogs read it perfectly. Loss of 4. Austin Sawyer in on the stop. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. 5 wide. McNutt Knight convincing McNutt of something. Oh my goodness, he is wide open. Trey McNutt's gonna go. Touchdown, Oregon. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. He makes the extra point. Looked like he might have shanked it there. He puts it through though. 14-7. I mean, it looked like they were struggling to get the right hot route in there, but McNutt knew what to do. Just run straight up the seam. Georgia seemingly caught with their pants down there on 3rd and long. And we have Brink joining, hopefully joining to help me broadcast, because I'm already getting tired.
But you're doing a great job, thanks.
Oh, okay. White Helton carry, gain of 6.
was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win.
Well, Georgia does start with the ball, so in the second half. So ideally, if you're them, you'd like to score here, make the last possession. Ideally. Oh, good coverage downfield. He sees a man breaking late. It's Singleton, and he has a big play down to the 47. They just lost him at the last second. It was good coverage. And that's kind of what you get when you're rushing 3. You got to find a way to get these coverage sacks. Rushing 3 is just not going to allow you to get that more often than not. Now it takes a 2-minute warning.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
Oregon shifting left, looking for something on that side of the field. White Helton takes the handoff and gets to the line, gets a gain of 2.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Now Georgia going to flip the play here. Marsh alone to the right.
Looking to fire.
Dropping back, looking over the middle. It's Marsh once again. First down, Andrew Marsh having a huge game. Marsh, or Wilburn. Wilburn, gonna run. Wilburn breaks up a block. He almost got in. He'd have been gone had that tackle not been made. Gain of 8 on the play.
Not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you.
2nd and 2. Georgia lines up 2 tight ends. Handoff, White Helton. Fumble! Ball's on the ground. Oregon has it. Oregon has the football. Yeah, I think we're going to challenge that. I'm not sure about that. I think that Georgia's going to get this football back. We'll see, though. I mean, I've seen things go one way or the other. Georgia will get this football back. Yeah, I thought that they he was down, but I've seen weird things happen in this game. But they're usually pretty good on those fumble calls. Well, after the hearts of Sanford Stadium sunk just a little bit, they'll still be on offense here. Gain of 5 on the direct snap. Timeout, Georgia. Wilburn dropping back. Quick throw to White Helton. Has the first. Pulled down at the 1.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm.
Lining up for some power football here.
It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion.
Wilburn, yep, going to take the blast himself. Diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Striking a Heisman pose a little early in the season. He's confident in his abilities. So, with 26 seconds left, Georgia boots the extra point through and ties it at 14. We'll see how aggressive Drunk comes out here. Considering Georgia gets this football to start the second half, you'd like to get some points if possible, but the last thing you can afford is giving them this football back. Now you're going to drop back to throw. Quick. Oh, my goodness. It's picked off. Sawyer's running it back. Sawyer picked it off of McNutt's back, and the Georgia Bulldogs have scored on a pick six. Austin Sawyer, the senior linebacker. What did we just witness? Knight hit McNutt way too early in his route. McNutt was not paying attention. That is an incredible mistake. That is just unreal. And for a team whose last game ended with an onside kick that was oh so detrimental, you wonder when the ball's going to start bouncing their way. As our good buddy Brink would say, I've never felt so bad for somebody who got a $50K cash bonus. Oh man, that's brutal. That is a brutal blow to Oregon.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Now if you're Oregon, the mentality, you need points bad. He might have some if he hits his throw. Deuce overthrows him. Wow. That's Knight a little shaken. Dropping back, looking. Does he want to test that user? He will not have the chance. He will go down. Clock running. And we will go to the end of the first half. Georgia is up 7 off of a pick six tipped off the back of McNutt into the linebacker's hands. Ran into the end zone. Not what you wanted to see if you're Oregon. Heartbreak for the Ducks. Delight for the Dogs. And the Ducks will kick it off now. And this crowd pulse is going to be in full effect at this point. Georgia with all the momentum coming out of the locker room. Good looks here. We'll have UCLA and Cal later. I don't know if it will be broadcasted, but it will be coming to you today. As far as the other top 10 matchup, well, the top 10 matchup this week, keep forgetting Georgia's unranked. Toss to White Helton. Can Carter track him down? He cannot. Spin move. And he gets down to the 46. Yeah, as I was saying, top 10 matchup. Syracuse on the road facing the national runner-up from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, in their season opener. I don't know when that will be. It'll be either tonight or tomorrow. Stay tuned to the Discord channel for updates on game times. A lot of games going this week. Week 1, bringing the season back. As Marsh gets a gain of 5. Oregon's going to have to come up with a stop here. They got to find a way. So, yeah, we have Louisville trying to get a bounce back off of that rough loss last week on the road against Utah. Number 8, Coastal Carolina, taking on Auburn in the Plains. Yes, as we mentioned, Syracuse at Arizona State. Baylor at NC State in a ranked matchup. Vandy at number 2, Washington. A lot of hype around that Huskies team this year in the Big Ten. They host Vanderbilt, the new American favorites, as White Helton gets brought down at the line. And then Indiana and Tony going on the road to Tampa to take on number 19 USF. UCLA and Cal in a ranked in-state rivalry there. Oregon and Georgia as we are watching right now. And then UNC taking on the preseason number 1 Big Bet Beatty and the Cox of South Carolina. So a lot of good games this week. Make sure to set those VCRs if you're that old, as Marsh gets a first down. And make sure you're staying tuned. A lot of good stuff this week in the world of college football. Yeah. So, yeah, the other game that happened last week, week 0, Mississippi State started off their campaign with a road win under touchdown Jesus in South Bend over Notre Dame. And as we've mentioned a few times, Georgia defeating Louisville. Lanier, he is gone. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Georgia. And a multiple score lead now with 2:51 to go in the third quarter. Jonathan Lanier making a huge move there. Kick is good. 14-point lead for the Dogs.
Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going
Okay.
on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now
Well,
we'll get a chance
Oregon
to see if they can answer that last
has
score, trailing by
set themselves in a hole here. Knight going to use that ability to run. Gets down after a gain of 5. And I think, well, no, you're not going to go hurry up here. Okay.
It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Georgia lining up in double mug.
looking downfield. It's Knight.
Going to drop back in coverage out of it. Knight got to get rid. McNutt gets it first down. His leg, that was weird looking, but he will be okay, thankfully.
That aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy
Now Knight going to get the handoff. Knight trying to break the edge. Knight contained there. Gets it back to the line. Matt Connor, the junior corner, in on the stop.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Now Knight trips out to his right. Georgia brings pressure. He will overshoot his man.
Play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot.
3rd and 10 now.
Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The Dogs are
Oh, man.
and growling and trying to hold him here on
The Dogs are off the leash. 3rd and 10. Knight to McNutt, going nowhere.
absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You gotta love
I don't think you have a choice. Knight is shaken up after the play.
How do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent?
It's not what you want to see. Both Knight and McNutt shaken up
You gave up the completion.
on the same play.
Set up fourth and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
4th and 9. Georgia has an opportunity to really stamp this game in red and black if they can get a stop here.
Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures.
Knight trying to make some changes. Trying and failing to make some changes. 6 on the play clock. McNutt dropping back. Got a man in his face. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Georgia takes over on downs.
Stand by the defense.
Down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big now. It is
Time for the Power Eye Hulk formation. Lanier with some beautiful blocking.
Well, the defense is on their heels right
First
now.
down.
They have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
They'll go come up in trips tight on left side. Trips lined up to the right. Double tight end formation. Sends a man to the right. Now back out wide. Wilbin on the QB keeper. Platt whiffs. Wilbin into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. There he is, making it happen with his legs as he poses right to the out of the eye of the photographer. Oh my goodness. I know your pain, brother. And the kick is up and good. Georgia dominating the second half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Well, if you're Oregon, you got to start taking shots down the field. This is the part of the game where you're just going to have to hope something happens to get back in it. We're actually going to get Cal USC in a couple hours, so some mid-afternoon football here for you. Handoff, gain of 3. It's Jordan Davidson. I think that's like the third different running back that has been in for the Ducks today. Obviously, it seems like McNutt is a vocal point of this offense. Over the middle, Plog gets the extra yardage and gets the first down. They might try to get one more play out of this. Knight will get the snap off. Knight rolling. Knight looking. Will scramble. Gets a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to the fourth quarter. Georgia dominating here. So Oregon gonna need a miracle here to come back.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake.
McNutt rolling. McNutt. Gibson dives and misses. Now Knight will roll. I'm keep getting Knight and McNutt confused. I don't know why, but Deuce Knight faked the handoff to McNutt and scrambled. And a long play there to start the fourth quarter. Now Knight will drop back to throw. Looking, in trouble. Ball comes out, and Oregon doesn't fall on it. 3 men whiff, and Georgia has it. And the shoulder pads are so ominously floating in the air. They put them on him. This is not what you wanted to see if you're Oregon from the second half. Now Wilbin dropping back. Alfred wide open over the middle. His first catch of the game. And they get across the 50 on that.
Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
This game's turned quickly into a party for the Dogs. Pringle gain of 1.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like
So the clock's going to continue to melt. Yeah, I think this is just the beginning of the end on this night for the Ducks. Golly, I can't speak today.
Let's see what they've got.
Got Wilbin on the Wildcat. Man in motion. Direct snap. Oh, he almost broke free. Gain of 3 on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going.
On 3rd and 6.
Let's see if we can get him out to the
Can they get 6 to extend the drive?
On 3rd and long,
Dropping back, zig route. Right. Has the first down marker and more. Down to the 30.
decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw
Now we've got Power Eye Hulk to the left. Lanier just did not see the hole there. Loss of one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty
And
good
that might
lead
take
here
us to
late
the
in
2-minute
game.
warning.
The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in
2-minute warning here in Athens. Georgia trying to ice this one.
Lost one on that last one.
Golly, this is something. 4 tight ends in this formation. Now the toss out to White Helton. He has one man to beat. He will not beat him. Gain of 2.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan.
Oh,
They
hang on.
attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve
Mi
time
Pueblo.
for their offense. They'll play it safe.
Stop there. Bring up 4th and 6. Kick is up short of the uprights.
No good.
Huh.
Missed the field goal, but still up by
That's certainly not what you would like to see from a power kicker.
And sometimes I just feel like
Yeah. Coach Slime's irate with his kicker down on the sideline.
down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get this drive started.
Well, the minute 12 to go. We'll see if Oregon can muster some momentum next week. McNutt in Knight's way.
Nice job
Gain of
there to
1.
limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Deuce Knight shaking up visibly after that one.
Right, like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next
Sees a tight end flat. Plug doing it again, reaching for that first down marker. Gets a gain of 6.
Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And then on 3rd and 2. McNutt going to get a handoff up the middle. He has a lot of space. He gets a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second.
And now a screen pass to McNutt.
Setting up the screen.
And he gets stopped short.
Get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, it's Knight.
Knight dropping back to McNutt.
And the
Another
defense
first down
makes the
now.
immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
26 seconds left on the clock. Knight going to drop back. Looking, has the seam. Did he hang on? Yes, he does.
15-yard pickup. They are
McLean with a first down.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Now Knight gonna drop back. He's gonna throw into double coverage, and it's almost intercepted.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is gone, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
Seemed like they got away with a little bit of a push there.
But hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Ref keeping the flag in his waistband. Knight rolling, under 10 seconds left on the clock. Knight going to try to get the edge here. Deuce Knight going to step out of bounds at the 11, and I think we're going to have one last play here.
The 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on
Deuce Knight will throw. McNutt's going to get into the end zone as time expires. Touchdown, Oregon.
the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the
Extra point is booted through the uprights. 35-21 will be your final score here in Athens. The Dogs taking care of the number 4 team in the country. Certainly, you'd think that they'll be ranked sooner rather than later. For Oregon, disappointing start to the season. You'd like to see a better performance in the second half, but we'll see what they do with the rest of their season as there's a player of the game. Jacoby Wilburn, the sophomore, with 100% completion rate throughout the day. Really impressive. We'll go over to our post-game interview segment now with Coach Big Slime first, the winner here today in Athens. Coach, how does it feel to start off your first career game here on the home sideline here at Sanford? How does it feel to get the win?
You know, we're not even that's irrelevant. We just played sloppy there at the end. There's no reason we shouldn't have just ended it way before that. So a lot to address on the defensive side there. Loss of focus. I don't know what the kicker was doing there. So lot to clean up. But we did make the plays when we needed. You know, we got punched in the mouth early. Got a couple big plays, guys out of position, and you know, we got a just kind of a lucky bounce on that tip ball, brought it into the house. And from there, we were just rolling. We were just playing SEC football, just smacking them in the mouth in the trenches, just really moving them out the way and just running downhill. So proud of the team, proud to get the win. Just not happy with the ending right there. So we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I'm sure. We will come back to you here in a second. Go over to Drunk. Seems like you were hanging with them. It was a ball game, and then the tip pick six towards the end of the first half is where things kind of started to derail. Can you take me through that and what happened after the second half kickoff that you just couldn't seem to get an edge out on them?
Yeah, well, first off, EA hates me. That's clear. But I threw it to him right on his break. Something told me to just take it in halftime, tied up, not try for anything stupid, cause a turnover. I threw it to him right on his break, and he just turned the wrong way, whatever reason. Knew I was in trouble after that because he got the ball at the start, and I wasn't making any stops. I could get it at third or fourth down, and he'd find a way to make a play to get it first down. So definitely got to try some different shit on defense. I didn't want to overplay it and give him a bomb touchdown, but that's how it goes. Got a cheap touchdown at the end, trying to make the score look better, but I mean, he played well. Nothing I could do after that second half.
Yeah, I did want to address the defense here. Seems like for the most of the game you lined up in a 3-2 dime look. Is that something that you're going to look at changing as we go deeper into the year?
I probably should have called more blitzes, but the blitzes I did call, he would overrun it with his quarterback. So I tried to play like bend but don't break, but it's just different mix of play calls. Like sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I just needed speed out there to match his.
Yeah. Well, we can let you go back over to Sauce before we wrap things up here. Sauce, you have a long, grueling season ahead of you, as is every season in the SEC. Talk to me about the outlook and what you got coming up here shortly.
Well, for one, I hate that we let up off the gas at the end. I think we should have just played our style and just put them away instead of messing around. We're not gonna take it off the gas anymore. We're gonna put guys in the coffin, put them in the tundra, leave them in the cold. So get you a coat. It's a cold winter. Tell that to Chase Beatty down in Columbia.
Okay. Well,
tell that to Turf down in Auburn. We'll see you in the SEC title, Hell State.
We'll see our good buddy Chase Beatty tonight, actually. South Carolina, North Carolina have confirmed a game tonight. So that'll be fun. More games coming to you here.
Big
week
Slime.
1.
Shout out to the West
GTR
End, Zone 4.
Dynasty.
Big Georgia.
season 12 here. We are up and rolling yet again. For everybody who has helped pitched in and helped this broadcast, I'm Hail State signing off. Hail State, go to Hell Ole Miss, and we will see you guys next time.